Glamorgan made it 4 wins out of 4 in this season's Friends Life T20 while sending Somerset to their first defeat in their third game, the margin of victory in Cardiff being a comprehensive 9 wickets with almost 5 overs remaining. Marcus Trescothick won the toss, but his terrible run continued as he was out in the 4th over, finding Chris Cook in the deep off Graham Wagg after making 7. Craig Keys were to follow to the very next ball, done by an in-swinging Yorker from Wagg, which left Somerset on 14 for 2. Worse followed when the former Glamorgan skipper Alvaro Peterson fell in the next over, bowled by Michael Hogan for a single as the Welshman again started off superbly. Somerset took only 23 runs off the 6 power play overs, and then they could have lost Peter Trigo, who was not only dropped at third man off Hogan, but also collected 4 runs. Somerset are, of course, a wonderful T20 outfit, and you wouldn't have expected them to stay in the doldrums for too long. Trigo and James Hildreth made steady progress now with just the occasional boundary, as they added 62 runs in 9 overs. Although they hadn't put their side into a great position, they had at least given the rest a chance to throw the bat in the final half a dozen overs. But 2 wickets in the space of 5 balls rot them back again. On 29, Hildreth was bowled around his legs by Nathan McCullum. And then Josh Butler played Dean Koska back onto his stumps to leave Somerset on 78 for 5 with 35 balls to go. Craig Macheda tried to make the most of those, giving his side some momentum by hitting 2 sixes. His first came off Wagg, who was hammered over mid-wicket, while the second was off McCullum, who was lifted over the top, as Macheda at least gave his side something to bowl at later on. He was out in the final over for a bright 22 ball 30 as he hit a Wagg full toss to Koska, meaning that Somerset ended on 125 for 6, with Trigo unbeaten on 42 from 45 deliveries. The visitors had struck only 7 4s and 2 6s in their 20 overs, simply not enough, while the Glamorgan openers Jim Allenby and Mark Wallace found the rope plenty of times in the first few overs, most notably in the 5th, bowled by Alfonso Thomas. Wallace hit him for 3 4s in that as 38 runs were knocked off the target off the opening 30 deliveries. Wallace then took on Yasser Arafat, striking him for this big 6 and a 4 off successive balls to bring up the 50 partnership in only the 6th over. Arafat responded by bowling Wallace for a 19 ball 30, an innings which had already done plenty of damage. Glamorgan then eased their way through the next few overs, Allenby and Cook ensuring that they kept plenty of wickets in hand, and then the latter went after Trigo, depositing him for 2 maximums in an over to bring down the runs required to just 23 off the last 7 overs. It was all a bit one-sided really, with Allenby also finding the boundary twice after Yasser Arafat replaced Trigo. Man of the match Allenby, who'd earlier bowled out his 4 overs for only 16 runs, had one moment of fortune in an otherwise very convincing display. So convincing was it in fact that the winning hit by Allenby arrived in only the 16th over as he ended on a runner ball 47, with Cook racing to 42 off just 28 balls. The 9-wicket win keeps Glamorgan on top of the group with a 100% record, while Somerset are in 3rd with 2 wins from their 3 games. They will hope for better at home to Worcestershire on Sunday, the same day that Glamorgan head to 2nd place Northamptonshire.